Welcome back everybody to the Johnny Guitar channel. Today we are playing Skyrim Anniversary Edition, the Brewer's Assistant. And we're here with our Brewer's Assistant Jonah, his friend Thistle, and his new investor to his future tavern he hopes to open, Faendel. And he has been making his way across Skyrim, kind of touring all the meaderies and taverns, trying to figure out exactly what kind of tavern he would like to open and what sort of mead he would like to create. Now, in the last episode, we swung by the ruins of Helgen and we checked out the mead with juniper berry, and it was quite delicious. It was kind of a small batch, local brew. Anyways, we've been to Riften, we've seen the Blackbriar Meadery. Of course, our character Jonah here started out in Nightgate Inn, outside of Windhelm, but he's come a long way. He's sampled many beers, many meads and ales. He's traveled across Skyrim, checking out various taverns. In fact, in the last episode, we hung out in the Bannered Mare up in Whiterun, and that place was popping. They had a lot of customers in there, so we were able to kind of look around and learn a lot. Today we are here at the HonningBrew Meadery, and here we're going to do a tour, but in the last episode Jonah was able to talk to a disgruntled employee, and we have found a way to kind of sneak into the back rooms of the meadery here in order for Jonah to really get a close look at the HonningBrew Meadery. So we're going to have to trick the owner of the meadery. We're going to have to do a little bit of poisoning of some rat skeever nests. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the Johnny Guitar channel. I super appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I hope you're all doing well. And let us begin.
What are you gawking at? Can't you see I have problems here? Are you kidding me? Look at this place. I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new HonningBrew Reserve for the captain of the guard. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined. Oh, really? And I don't suppose you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, would you? I hope you're not expecting to get paid until the job's done. Well, that's not how I operate, so forget it. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before my reputation is completely destroyed. I bought some poison. I was going to have my lazy good-for-nothing assistant Malice handle it, but he seems to have vanished. If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever coming back. Don't come back until every one of those things are dead. Malice is the best deal I've ever made. Lent him a bit of gold some time ago I knew he'd never be able to pay back. Nothing like free labor to make operating costs cheaper. Now I've got to clean up this mess. Was something we discussed unclear?
Okay, we've gained access to one of the storage rooms back here. Still considered stealing. I don't want to steal anything, okay? We're not thieves, okay? Faendel, we're just here to get ideas, but I love how much space he has. Like, this is a lot of room. God, if only we could have this much room, but I really doubt we're going to be able to afford a facility with this much space. But he's just got barrels and barrels and mead kegs just full of this stuff. Let's go look upstairs. So we've got a lot of storage up here, and it makes sense because he's going to be exporting this HonningBrew mead all across Skyrim and perhaps even to Cyrodiil. I don't know if any of these meaderies are... Oh. I don't know if any of these meaderies are actually, like, sending their dinner all the way out to Cyrodiil, maybe High Rock, maybe Hammerfell, you know? Okay, sweet, just reading a couple books here. My dog is kind of wandering around in the background. Okay. Okay, once again, we're not going to steal anything, but let's check this out. Now, apparently this disgruntled employee Malice is working with Maven Blackbriar. Sabjorn, this is my third and final offer. I feel that I've been more than generous with the amounts I've stated to buy your meadery. There's no reason for competition to stifle both of our businesses. Unified, we could make Blackbriar Mead a household name and bury anyone else who tries to start a similar business in Skyrim. If you wish to accept my offer, please come to Riften and stay at my manor as a guest. I think you'll find that being a part of the Blackbriar family would be both lucrative and life-saving. Maven. So Maven is trying to purchase this HonningBrew meadery. Interesting. You know what? I think that the biggest threat we face... Huh. He's got some Blackbriar mead underneath his bed. I think the biggest threat we face is Maven Blackbriar. She's definitely... Like, the moment we start our own meadery, she's definitely going to be coming after us, which is... unfortunate. Okay. Okay, there were no more notes, right? That was the only notes. Okay, let's get out of here. We're not thieves. Right, Thistle? We've got a job to do. Let's head into the basement. And he mentioned skeevers. Oh my god, there is skeever blood everywhere. Disgusting. Okay, let's go. Okay, looks like we've got a bunch more kegs down here. Still considered stealing. That's unfortunate. He probably keeps the kegs in the basement to keep them nice and cool. You know what I mean? Like maybe there's different temperature variations. Or maybe keeps them down here to keep them warm, considering Skyrim is already quite cold as it is. Not sure. Not sure. Let's keep moving though, okay, buddy? Thistle, try to stay alive, hun.
was that?
Okay. Who the hell was that guy? Some sort of beggar living down here? Oh, he's got a journal. Let's figure this out. 10 years of ridicule, 10 years of imprisonment, 10 years of exile. The children threw rocks and the women spat upon me as the menfolk dragged me into Whiterun's prison. They branded me a danger to their pitiful existence, used words like madman and insane. Could a man escape the prisons undetected? Could a lunatic establish a laboratory right under their noses? Could a psychopath create a mighty armor from the common skeever? My days as an apprentice alchemist in Winterhold were no better. Those egotistical braggarts couldn't compete with my abilities. Where they fell short, I'd constantly excel. Did they appreciate my genius? Did they relish my contributions? No. My instructors beat me and said I was irresponsible, and the Archmage cast me into the streets like a common beggar. As my enemy grows complacent and weak, as they forget Hamlin and his utter brilliance, I build my army. I use every bit of knowledge at my disposal to forge their demise. Thanks to Sabjorn's unwitting assistance, my legion grows stronger every day. The irony that the same ingredients used to make his vile drink could be used to feed my offspring isn't lost upon me. Oh, they will pay. Their ignorance of impending annihilation amuses me. I will bury Whiterun and watch Winterhold burn. And when they experience the fury I've unleashed upon them, when my progeny are gnawing the flesh from their bones, they will come begging and groveling at my feet, but there will be no mercy, no quarter, and no leniency. And I will laugh, and I will dance, and I will rejoice over their mangled, broken corpses. The time for recompense has arrived. 10 years of pain, 10 years of misery, 10 years of death. Okay, well, I read that one with a little bit of flavor, so... Sounds like Hamlin here used to be a member of the Bard, or the Mages College, and he was a alchemist. Interesting. And it sounds like he was using all of Sabjorn's barley and grains to feed his skeevers, probably using magic or alchemy to, because some of those skeevers had venom on their fang, like poisonous fanged skeevers. So, clearly, so I'm going to go ahead and just pop him here. There you go, buddy. 10 years of living down here, huh? It's a long time. I can't help but notice there's no bed. There's an alchemy station and that's it? No food or bed? That's... seems odd to me. It seems like an odd choice. Bare minimum, have a bed and a cooking. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the poison we got from Malice in here. Got it. Got it. Glowing mushroom, huh? Okay, so it looks like we've traversed the tunnels that eventually lead into the main brewery. Man, this guy has so much storage. This is even more than the Blackbriar Meadery. Neither one of you were there, Thistle and Faendal. You weren't there, but I went to the Blackbriar Meadery, and they didn't have nearly this much storage room. So, no wonder Maven Blackbriar is threatened by the HonningBrew Meadery. I mean, this guy has a large operation. And if he really applied himself, maybe treated his employees fairly, I could see Sabjorn becoming the main meadery in Skyrim. I mean, look at this. He has enough space and kegs here to keep all of Skyrim drunk. We don't even need the Blackbriar Meadery. Okay, this is interesting. So far, this guy seems to be the most successful. All right, let's get in here. Okay, this is where the actual brewing takes place. It's got a lot of, once again, a lot of room, a lot of storage. I'm sure he, damn it, still stealing? I'm sure he keeps an eye on ooh, some of this is not stealing. Go ahead and just take everything that's not considered stealing. I will take those fine clothing. Oh, we're gonna have so much. You know what? Considering we're poisoning all of the beer here, I feel like all of this bottles of mead we're grabbing are going to become like a collector's item. I'm definitely going to be able to raise the price on these because they will be from before everything got poisoned. I'll take a couple apples. Oh, this is interesting. So, you know, traditionally mead is mostly made, you know, I guess I don't really fully know how mead is made, and that's probably a blind spot, but it definitely seems like he has apples stored here. So he's clearly putting red and green apples into his mead. Outside, there was a bunch of honeybees flittering about, so he's, and it's called the HonningBrew mead, so he's definitely putting honey and apples. I would assume, though, that he's also utilizing grains and barleys. Could be wrong, though. Just, I'll take it. Okay, Faendel. This is an unnecessary evil we have to accomplish in order to one day open my own meadery, my own tavern. So I kind of feel like a douche hole poisoning this, but it's what we gotta do. It's what we gotta do. Okay, because there's no way we can compete with the likes of Maven Blackbriar. There's no way we can compete with the HonningBrew meadery. So we gotta play dirty. Grab the key. Alright, let's go check in on Sabjorn, maybe get paid.
Was something we discussed unclear? Well, it's about time. I had to stall the captain until you were finished. You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can wait around if you must.
Well, Sabjorn, now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your mead?
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it HonningBrew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored. By the 8. What's in this?
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please. I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
You're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
I said, move.
Farewell, Sabjorn. I don't think that could have gone any better. Anything else you need before you head back to Riften? Anything else you need before you head back to Riften? So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk. Here, this should help.
Okay, yeah, I guess Maven Blackbriar possibly wants me to grab some paperwork for her. I don't know why I would be helping Maven Blackbriar. She's clearly going to be my most ruthless competition. In fact, we should probably get as far away from Maven Blackbriar as we possibly can. You never mentioned that lunatic living in the tunnels there, Malice.
I thought it would be better to leave some of the details out of our previous discussion. Didn't want to risk you walking away from the job. Besides, you've done Maven a favor getting rid of him, and saved me from wasting coin hiring someone else to do it later.
I see. Well, what are you going to do with this place?
Start changing it over to the Blackbriar Meadery West as soon as possible. That was Maven's part of the deal. She's put me in charge of keeping the mead flowing, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. If you're in the area, and you ever need anything fenced, you just let me know.
Okay.
Remember to put in a good word with Maven for me.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm probably going to avoid Maven as much as I can, honestly. But okay, come on, Faendal. Okay, well, we learned a lot, Faendal. There is one more thing I want to check out. If you'll indulge me, Faendal. We should probably do this while there are two of us, but I've heard rumors. Okay, mind you, I've heard rumors that that ancient Nords would put sleeping tree sap in their mead, and it would be kind of like a vitality booster. So I'd like to get my hands on a little bit of a sleeping tree sap, and it's going to be difficult, but I've heard that there is a sleeping tree just up the road here. So we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of time and just kind of travel up the road and see if we can't find some sap. Okay? Sound good? Sound good, Faendal? Keep an eye out. Let's throw on the armor because you never know what you'll run into out here, right? Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's almost dark. We spent the entire day. Okay. That's fine. It doesn't matter. I don't think it's too far. We do have a couple torches on us. Let's just try to... I swear it's somewhere around here. It's a giant camp with a big old tree. Okay, there's a giant's camp in the distance. I don't know if it's the one we want. So in general, I don't necessarily want to piss off a bunch of giants. So let's just scout the place out. Okay, I'm not seeing a tree. Grab a little bit of mammoth cheese, maybe. Oh, that's an expert lock. We do not need to mess around with an expert lock. Sometimes giants have nice little treasures, but it's fine. You know, actually, I think there's a bed just up ahead where we can actually just take a little nap. So let's head over here. Oh, crap. Oh, I think we missed it. I think the bed is over here. It's like a burned down house over here where we can take a nap. It's interesting, I never take this road right here. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go ahead and take... We've got plenty of food on us. Let's see if we can sleep in this burned out house for the evening. Then in the morning we'll continue looking for that. Can I sleep here? Oh my god, yes. Perfect. Alright. Let's take a bit of a nap. Okay, we gotta level up. Let's throw it into... let's round up health to 150. I feel like that's a good place to be. Ah, okay. A fine night's sleep. Let's go ahead and eat some breakfast. Apple pie and some cooked beef. Delicious. Okay. Follow me. I think I have a pretty good idea, Faendel. Thistle, still with us? You can run off in the night? Yeah, there you are. Okay. Faendel, Thistle, got a pretty good idea where we can get some sleeping tree sap. So let us move ever onward. Avoid the bandits, obviously. We are not here for adventuring. On a very specific mission.
dead, me! I cannot best you! No. Not like this. Fire, frost, or lightning, you will suffer at my hands! Cannot even conceive of the power I wield!
Faendel? Faendel, buddy? Didn't accidentally hit you, did I? Oh, Faendel. Oh, Faendel. You and me were supposed to go places, buddy. So Jonah walks alone, I guess. Well, on the plus side, I already took the 500 gold that Faendel was willing to throw down for us. So on one side, we've already gained from Faendel. Okay. Well, we'll have to find another investor. I guess Faendel was maybe he wasn't the best choice to help keep us alive. Maybe we need someone a little tougher, especially if we're going to be going up against the likes of Maven Blackbriar. You're definitely going to need someone a little stronger on our side. Okay. There is the sleeping tree. Looks simple enough. Just gotta pop down there. Okay, I'm just checking this out. Usually giants won't attack you if you kinda keep your distance just a bit. I really don't want to have to fight a giant. In fact, I don't know if I'd be capable of fighting a giant. Okay. Do you guys just hang out here, or do you ever wander away? Okay, those guys are not leaving. They're pretty much here for good. So let's see if we could perhaps just kind of drop down next to the tree, grab the sap, and then we can just run as far and fast as we can. Okay, I think that giant may be taking that road. If so, yes, go that way, friend. Alright, let's just give it a moment. Okay. Okay, well, we were able to get in there. Boy, wish Faendal could have lived to see this. Faendal, buddy, you still dead? Yeah. Okay, I really want to take your armor so I can sell it and so I can fulfill our dream, the dream we both had, of opening a tavern. But I'll do it for you. In fact, I'll call it Faendal's Tavern. I will dedicate my tavern to you, Faendal. But I'm also not going to be rude. I'm going to allow you to keep your armor because it would be disrespectful. There you go. I got you propped up here. This is your final resting place. You get to enjoy the beauty of Skyrim and the hills you loved so much. And, good night, sweet prince. Okay, we need to get back to Whiterun as quickly as we can. Let's take this note, because I noticed there was a body in there. And I kind of just grabbed whatever I could. Ysolda's message. Now, Ysolda is another individual who wants to run a tavern. Don't try to stiff me on this deal, Ulag. I can talk the Khajiit caravans into a better price than you'd be able to. And the guards are still looking for you after that little skooma incident. Just bring the sap to my stall in Whiterun like we discussed, Ysolda. I see. I see. Okay, let's do it then. Let's bring the tree sap to Ysolda. Because I want to find a way to talk her into opening a tavern with me. And hopefully she will survive the experience, unlike Faendal. But if we could talk her into opening a tavern and basically helping us run the tavern, because Jonah here is smart enough to know that he can't do it alone. He's just barely learning the ins and outs of running a meadery. He's going to need help, not just from someone who can watch his back from whatever hired thugs Maven Blackbriar throws his way, but also someone who's just a good businessman, someone who can help him run the day-to-day operations, someone who can perhaps act as a sort of merchant within the store, because even though it's going to be a tavern, we're going to be selling lots of mead and food, we still should also sell regular items, you know, weapons, scrolls, potions, you know, so we kind of become an all-around shop. So, maybe Ysolda is going to be that person. Maybe Ysolda has what it takes to help us run a tavern. We shall see. Let's head to Whiterun.
The suffering... You speak to a vigilant of Stendar. Cavort with any Daedra, and we will hunt you down. And any other abominations that prey on mortals? Vampires, werewolves, witches? But Daedra are the worst. Their callous disregard for our lives is abhorrent in the eyes of the God of Mercy. None escape the vigil. All come into the light.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort.
Got some good pieces. Take a look.
Should have joined it up myself.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts. For a modest fee, I'll make great art for you. I am an artisan, painting in strokes of blood red upon the canvas of life. But yes, I will take coin to fight at your side. After all, where is the value in creating art if there is nobody left alive to see it? If you change your mind, seek me out here. Walk always in shadows, so that you will see your
If you were
foes
getting them from
before
my
they see
farm,
you.
they'd be twice as
My favorite drinking buddy. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Still warm from the oven.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? I'm just out and about,
Okay.
love. The bannered mare can do without me for a bit, I suspect.
All right. We need someone to watch our back now that Faendel has was murdered. Now that Faendel was murdered, not by me, but by, you know, a mage. But Janessa's just too expensive. 1,500 gold. Can't afford that.
Mock the town beggar
All right,
like
let's
everyone
talk to
But I've
Ysolda.
got a right to
See what
browse,
she has
don't
to
I?
say.
Ain't hurting anyone.
Make it quick, then.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare
God
from Hulda.
smile on them who show charity.
Did you? So Ulag didn't make it past those giants then? More's the pity. If you found any of the sap, I'd be willing to pay you the same cut I offered him. Better price than you're likely to find otherwise. Farewell.
Can you close up the stand early today, Mama?
I'm afraid not, little fairy.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
That's what you always
How the tree came to grow there is a bit of a mystery. Some say that when Vardenfell erupted, a piece was blown to the middle of Skyrim and from the crater grew the tree.
And to think I was
I've also heard that it was a spore that fell from an island floating in the sky, but that just sounds like nonsense. All I know is that the sap makes you feel as healthy as a cave troll, but slow as a drunk horker, and that it fetches good coin.
Never you mind then.
See
I'll find a more
they say there's
charitable
nothing a
soul.
Nord woman can't do if she puts her mind to it. Ah, of course. How much have you got? Very good. Be sure to bring any more sleeping tree sap you find to me.
There's fresh vegetables for sale.
All right then. We Nords are strong, and we're as tough as stone. But I'll bet you didn't know there's some of us with a good head for business, too. Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Reputation, mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is. About the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk of elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. Farewell.
Farewell, beautiful Ysolda. You know, Ysolda does seem to have a good head on her shoulders. It seems like she truly does want to be a business owner. And I can respect that. I can definitely respect a woman who wants to run a tavern. In fact, that's exactly what I need in my life.
I'll pay you tomorrow, I swear.
How's my one-handed looking? Ooh, I wouldn't mind buying at least one
You
lesson.
tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Yeah, I'd like actually just a little bit of training.
I can teach you a few things.
I'm prepared to make any deal.
440 gold, worth it.
Right then.
Ooh, and another level up. That's nice.
I'd even... Some may call this junk. Me,
'Kay.
I call them treasures.
We desperately need to sell everything we can. Oh my god, Bellathor, you have like no gold on you. Oh, this is useless. Okay, we need to find someone who has more gold. Well, I kind of know the next thing we need to do is we've toured all the meaderies, we've sampled various beers. I mean, we definitely need to find someone to watch our back. We need to find a companion, a person to follow us. But someone who will follow us for ideological reasons, not someone who's just going to follow us just because we paid them 1,500 gold like Janessa. No, no, no. We need someone who's loyal and strong. Look at that lady. Lady, where'd you get that horse? Ma'am? Hello, ma'am. Ma'am? Ma'am, where are you going? It's like a hitbox.
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds.
What are you talking about? I am a great fighter. How dare you, woman on a horse, talk to me that way?
The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth.
Yeah? Sounds like you've got a grudge.
You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them.
Why did the companions reject you?
It wasn't my fault. I told them over and over that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess I thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control.
Okay, that is tragic. Sorry to hear that.
Good. Chat time's over.
Alright. I wonder where she's going. Probably Riverwood. You know what? We should probably head to Riverwood ourselves because it'll be another opportunity to sell some goods. And I do want to eventually make my way down to Falkreath because we got a letter at some point from the Jarl of Falkreath saying that we should come down there, check out the city. And I'm thinking that there may be some land to buy in Falkreath where we could possibly set up our own tavern. But I think we're going to do that in the next episode. I think we've had enough fun and adventure for today. In the next episode, we're going to swing by Riverwood and sell as much as we can. Then we're going to run down to Falkreath and see what kind of adventures we can have with the ultimate goal in mind, everybody. The ultimate goal is to be able to afford to purchase our own tavern and to create our own magical mead. And you know what? We're also going to need to find a companion, someone to have this grand adventure alongside us. Thank you guys so much for watching the Johnny Guitar channel, and we will see you next time we play Skyrim Anniversary Edition, The Brewer's Assistant.
Yeah.